Recipes are passed down from generation to generation, and no one knows that better than our next guest. So in honor of Mother's Day coming up, Andrea Messina from Joe & Sons Olive Oils is here in our Kitchen Saver kitchen, along with her mother, Marilyn, to share some brunch recipes for Mother's Day. So thanks for joining us.
It's our pleasure.
It's so great to have you here in our kitchen.
Thank you.
We have Andrea all the time. It's so nice to meet her mother.
I love having her
Well,
here.
I'm hoping that this wasn't a mistake.
It's definitely not a mistake. How could it be? Okay, so let's talk about some brunch ideas. You brought some examples of what we can do, Andrea.
Yeah, so we just have a very easy brunch menu that dads and kids can actually throw together. It's all kind of assembly. Hopefully everybody knows how to make scrambled eggs, but we've done ours in our butter olive oil. So it's a plant-based infusion, so you get those wonderful heart health benefits of olive oil. It also makes the eggs lighter and fluffier by using olive oil instead of butter.
And creamier.
And creamier. Oh, see, your mom said creamier. So do you put that on the pan first or in the eggs?
On the pan, in the pan. Yeah. So what was it?
It's 3 eggs to 1 tablespoon of oil.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yep.
Love it.
And then we just did some little roasted breakfast potatoes with our rosemary olive oil, some quick seasoning, just pop them in the oven in a sheet pan.
Nice.
That's it. Then we have a beautiful fruit salad here. It's got oranges, grapefruit, strawberries, kiwi, and it's dressed in a blood orange olive oil and a coconut white balsamic vinaigrette.
You just mix that all together and
Just drizzle it on top.
drizzle on top.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's it.
Beautiful.
And then lastly, we've got a kind of a caprese salad, but it's cherry tomatoes that have been halved. Nestled into it is some halves of burrata.
So good.
And that dressing is a peach white balsamic and our basil olive oil. So just really simple things. It's just assembly, and you just dress it up with the oils and the balsamic vinegars.
I love it. Okay, so I want you to tell me about the cake that Andrea's going to show us.
That's the crowning glory of our holiday meals. It's my mother. We call it Nonna's ricotta cake, and we prepare it for every single holiday. Even though she's no longer with us, we keep the spirit, and we just feel like she's in the kitchen and at the table. And when we're cooking, I swear, it's always like I kind of hear over my shoulder, you didn't stir that right, or add a little more. But it's a delicious cake, very easy to prepare, and as I said, it's a family tradition.
Yeah, I love that idea to kind of keep the recipe at all the family events, and then you feel like they're with you. I know we have a lot of recipes that we do like that in our family, so that's very special.
Thank you.
So what did you put in already?
So all this is, it starts off, it's a very simple recipe. It starts off with a regular cake mix.
Okay.
And you're gonna follow what your cake mix says. So if it says, this one said 1 cup water, half a cup of oil, and 3 eggs. So I put that in there. The difference is I replaced whatever oil it calls for, like vegetable oil or something like that. I used our lemon olive oil. So it gives it this lovely flavor. So we're just gonna mix this up real quick.
Okay.
It's a little loud here for a moment.
No, that's okay. Smells
And
good.
that's it. So we've got our batter, and we're gonna go ahead and dump it in our already prepared pan there.
Perfect.
And I'm going to step back.
And that's what I love about your oils, because they just add the flavor, right?
It makes cooking, our oils make cooking so much simpler. You have fewer ingredients because all of the flavors are already infused into either the oils or the balsamics that we use.
Right. It makes it so easy, especially for
very
someone
much
that
so.
doesn't cook like me.
Some of our recipes, honestly, I'm almost embarrassed to say we're cooking. It's almost like if you can chop, slice, and dump, you've got a recipe.
Perfect. I love that. I love that philosophy. I'm gonna use that philosophy. Okay, so now you're adding some ricotta
So now
cheese.
I've got ricotta cheese, 1 whole container, 1 pound. Whoops, I think some ricotta just went on me. 3/4 of a cup of sugar. We've got 4 eggs.
Okay. And don't worry about like writing this down, because all of this is on your website.
All on our website,
And in
I'll
the cookbook.
Post,
And in the cookbook,
And I'll
yeah.
post it on social media the second I leave here, so they'll have direct links to each one. Okay, so that, a little splash of vanilla in here, and I dropped my whisk on the floor there a minute. That's okay.
Look at the mom going over to pick it up.
I'm just going to stir this by hand. But the nice
get
thing
the
about
idea.
this is that you can mix it up in the same bowl. You're not mixing up,
Right.
a different one. So we've got our ricotta mixture. We're going to put it right on top of that cake without mixing it or stirring it. The fabulous thing about it, and we see
And
right
there's
there,
the finished product right there.
is
It's
they
gorgeous.
swap places as it's baking. So the ricotta goes down to the bottom, and then
I
the cake
see
moves up to
that.
the top. So it makes it very moist and tasty. So it's just wonderful.
Would you like a taste?
I do want to taste.
We
Can I
gotta
get,
cook
can I
this
get a
with-
spoon?
Yes,
let me
please.
get a taste. Okay. And while I'm getting a taste, tell me about your cookbook, because there are tons of family recipes in your cookbook.
They're all family recipes, very easy you know, short ingredient list and things like that. So
Oh my goodness.
we're
Isn't that
actually
good?
on volume 2. We're starting on volume 2 of our cookbook.
This is so good
It is.
Oh
And
my
so
gosh.
easy.
and so easy.
Now,
Wow.
we can also interchange. If you don't want a lemon cake, you can do a chocolate,
Chocolate cake.
with a different olive
Yeah.
oil. And so you can have all these different flavors based on the same basic recipe.
I love it. Thank you so much for coming. Of course, she has mimosas. Again, all this is on her website. You can see the website right there. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank
This
you
was
for
so
having us.
special.
Thank you.